add interest, to add height, to add a new touch to your garden. These are what we call our angel wing spinners, and the item number is M43201. This is $66.72 when the suggested retail on this is more than $20 more. In addition, we have put this on a 3-pay easy pay plan. You've only seen this once before. That was May of last year. It completely sold out, and it is back for you today. And I think so many of you love the look of it. You are drawn to this because the styling of this spinner is modeled after angel wings, yes. Which isn't there something quite lovely about having this idea of angel wings protecting you out in your garden? I love that.
I love this one. There are some wind spinners that just really capture your imagination and draw your eye to them, and I really think this is one of them because you can see right there that kind of optical illusion happening, yes. Right there when these are spinning in opposite directions. And what's really cool about these oversized wind spinners is Plow and Hearth has done such a great job of balancing them and designing them just right so that they're going to capture the wind even at the slightest amount, such as 3 miles an hour.
Wow.
But they're spinning in opposite directions, or sometimes they spin like in the same direction, but also look at this. It turns around on the top of the pole. So every time you look at it, it's going to look different.
Cool. The color on this too. Oh, I mean, it's kind of, there's a little bit of a reddish tinge to this, isn't there?
There is. This has got kind of a copper tone to it, and it's safe to leave out. Again, everything's been tested to make sure that it's fine to put out right now, so when nothing else is going on in your garden, you can put this out and enjoy it. But I love right now how you can see that green behind it. I just think that this tone right here that we have with plants behind it, with the greenery and so forth, it really pops. So no matter what time of year you're going to be looking out your window at this, it's going to look spectacular.
I love the overall silhouette of this. I mean, I love wind spinners, any shape or size, mini ones, big ones, I love them all. Some of them are a little too big old pinwheel to me, you know? And there's something that I really love here, I think. Can I stop it for one second, Nancy, just to sort of point out? I love that you have this combination of these thinner spokes with these open bubbles, and then these flat, wider pieces that really are like the shape of an angel's wing. I mean, I just think that there's, you know, there's a lot of symbolism in here, whether you plant this in an area of remembrance, which I think could be quite lovely, or, you know, do you have any plants or flowers that are really going to grow to this height? You know, unless there's some of those super huge hibiscus or sunflowers, probably not. But aren't there areas in the garden where you wish you had a little bit more height? And I shouldn't even say garden. This can go in a big old flower pot in the corner of your deck. This can go out in your backyard where it's nothing but flat ground. This can go in the front walkway up to your house. You could do 2 of these, one on each side of your driveway where people pull in. I mean, you can really put these anywhere, whether you have a lot of yard patio space or not. I love that you have something that's as easy to put into a pot as it is into the ground, and really that's all you have to do. What's my assembly for this?
Super easy. You just put your bottom poles together. The 2 portions of the wings, like the pinwheels, you might say, go on the T-bar in there, and then the whole thing just slides right on top.
Great.
So it's really easy, maybe 5–10 minutes, and it's just, you just choose in your yard where you want to put it, and there's an H on the bottom, and you step it in, and then you're done. You're done. Yeah. And you can find like different, experiment, find out which places in your yard the wind is better, because it's going to be different, you know, going around your house and so forth. But I always like to recommend to put it like a little bit further away from your house so you can see it from your windows, you know, while you're doing dishes or while you're sitting in your, you know, recliner. That makes it really nice so that you can see it, and your neighbors too, because this could be the showpiece in your yard. It's something that people could identify your house by.
It's one of those things too that you're going to be getting in about a week. And, you know, as long as your ground isn't frozen solid, you can put it out now and enjoy it.
Sure.
I mean, so there are certain things that we love during the spring and summer season, and then we put it away as part of our fall cleanup. This is something that you could leave out, put it in the ground when it arrives in about a week, and enjoy it day after day after day, starting right now in January, all the way through till you revisit us for this event next year in January.
Exactly.
I mean, it really is a 365-day-a-year item for your home.
Yes, I have not taken mine down.
Yeah.
It has been up probably 9 months through every storm and everything that I've had. I would only say if for any reason you know like a hurricane is coming or something, it easily slips off the top right here. So just take it and put it down. But really through most any kind of wind, I have just left mine out. And it's really just a great spinner. It spins easily. And the other thing, Jill, that makes it so spin so smoothly is that they've got really great engineers at Plow and Hearth, and they use precision bearings right here in this center part. It's not just like holes poked through it, so it's got a nice smooth action to it, and it's quiet.
Lovely gift idea, great, you know, housewarming gift. I love this as a birthday gift. I mean, wouldn't this be a cool thing to get for your 40th or 50th birthday? And every year that you look at it, you remember, oh, so-and-so gave me that for my 40th birthday. I thought that was the neatest gift.
I love that
because it's
idea.
unexpected, and it's something that you'll look at and enjoy. I mean, it's very calming, it's very relaxing. It's almost kind of like, you know, when you look at those little kaleidoscope, telescope things, and you spin it and you see all of the pieces of glass or whatever they are fall into a shape. It becomes very mesmerizing, doesn't it? And so looking at it there, I just think, you know, it's something to relax you. It's something to calm us all down in this crazy, crazy busy world. We, you know, run from place to place. Sit down. Look out the window when you're doing your dishes, plopping down for coffee in the morning and looking out and seeing this. I just think you'll love it. Please read the reviews on the bottom of your screen. This is another customer top rated item. Really, all of the reorders in this show are all customer top rated. Plow and Hearth has been around for 35 years, great quality, and I love that we're able to bring you great value for their items here at QVC. Janet is joining us from Utah. Hi Janet, I'm Jill, and we're here with Nancy. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. It's nice to meet you, Jill. I see you on the TV all the time.
Oh, I've been here a long time, Janet, but I'm glad you're here with us. Thank you.
And I love the spinners. I probably have 4 or 5 of her brand.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Every time I see a new one, I have to hurry and call before they're all gone because they sell out fast.
Yeah. Yep, that happened to this one last year. We had it on once, it sold out, and this is the first time we've been able to bring it back.
That's beautiful.
Isn't
I love
it pretty?
My yard has a white fence, and so they're in front of my white fence.
Oh,
nice.
They're very showy and beautiful.
Oh, that's great.
I bet that's magical to look out there and see them all going at once, Janet.
I have a lovely patio with a swing, so my favorite thing is to sit out and watch them go around and look at my beautiful flowers.
Oh, I love that. That's
your other place,
great.
Roberta's.
Yeah, good.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm excited we had this one for you and that you were watching today, so I hope that you do enjoy it when it arrives.
I'm sorry. I'm glad I turned it over. I've been flipping channels, had the news and stuff on, and just happened to see this, and I thought, oh, no, I better hurry and get my order in before they sell out.
Oh, well, you definitely got yours, Janet. You'll probably get it in about a week or so, and I hope you enjoy it as you sit and look at it every day.
I'm sure I will.
Good.
Thank you for bringing them. Keep them coming.
Thank you. We sure will.
Thanks, Janet. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Janet.
So M43201 is your item number. Over 800 of these have now been ordered. This is our first order of the season. When we debuted it last year, it was May, and it completely sold out. So we were thrilled to be able to bring this back in for you today. We call this the Angel Wings Garden Spinner. You can see that that kind of 3 flat area kind of looks like angel wings, and there they are sort of spinning. But remember, this spinner not only is rotating the sort of, you know, front propeller-like look that you see there, but it also can rotate this way too as you're turning it. So as you turn that around, it's kind of fun because you never know what's gonna, you never know what the wind's gonna bring in.
Exactly.
Right, and how it's gonna affect the spinner on any given day.
Exactly. And I'm so glad that Janet had mentioned that she has a number of them all together because they're all going to react differently with the wind. So this is going to really play with any other spinners you might have.
Yeah.
And I think that this one in particular just is so beautifully done. done. You've got just the blades, but then you also have the airy quality of some of these other spokes with the circles that you had mentioned. And so it really just is so pretty, and it's going to catch as little as 3 miles an hour of wind to get it turning. So it's going to just be spinning in your yard. And one of the things that we're really attracted to, our brains are attracted to motion.
Yes.
So I really like to liken the wind spinners kind of like when you go to the beach and you see the waves kind of going in and out, that calming feeling. And Janet mentioned that, you know, she just felt calm looking at the wind spinners, and I definitely agree with her on that one.
Well, I also like the fact that, you know, if you do have just a small little balcony or, you know, a small little space, you can still get a larger size urn or flower pot. You can still plant a little bit of color in there, and you can have this too.
I
know, a lot of times I think of my first apartment when I moved here a gazillion years ago. You know, I mean, I barely had room for 2 small chairs out there, but I could have put a small flower pot out there, put this in there, and had something interesting to look at, you know?
Exactly.
So even in a small space, this is something where I think you'll enjoy it. I love it there if you're able to plant it underneath a tree. I think that looks so nice when the sun's glowing on it. It can just be in an open space area too. I mean, you'll know where to put it. And look, the effect that you get depending on how fast or slow that wind is blowing is really beautiful.
It is. It's just such a cool piece because, like you said, it looks like angel wings, but when you see it kind of going in the opposite direction, it has that look sort of like you were saying, a kaleidoscope. So it's just kind of that optical illusion, and it I think the color too, I'm really happy that we had this one with this color because I think it really shows off the geometric designs that are in there. And again, it will spin around on the top as well as the 2 different directions. Sometimes it'll actually spin in the same direction. So it's a great way to add some height to your garden. And I think you had mentioned too, if you have somewhere where there's, you know, a tree can't grow, but you want to have something with height.
Yes.
This is a great way, or maybe you have some bushes that you want to have this kind of above. It might look like it's kind of floating above any kind of shrubbery or some beautiful flowers.
If you picked up the Today Special Value, which is now sold out, but that gorgeous ground cover of the ice plant,
fabulous.
You know, you'll have all this color and all this ground cover, and whoop, there you'll have your wind spinner going too. So stay on the line. Remember, we've put this on Easy Pay. It's customer top rated. It's from Plow and Hearth, a brand that so many of you love. I love this item because it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what your weather is like. It doesn't matter, you know, if you have a shade garden, a sun garden, or somewhere in between. You have a lot of space. You have a little space. I mean, this is really the one item that you can order today. You can pretty much put in the ground straight away, and unless you live in an area where it's so cold the ground is frozen. But I mean, you can start enjoying this right now.
I agree.
And once it's in that spot where you find that sweet spot at your home, it'll be something you love driving up and seeing. It's something you'll love to look out in the window and see. And do think about it as a gift item. You know, gosh, Mother's Day will be here before we know it. Birthdays are always around the corner. Somebody you know just bought a new house. They're moving to a new home. Wouldn't this be a great welcome gift for them? So stay on the line. Price point on this too, I think, is excellent at $66 and change. The suggested retail on this is over $20 more. So it's a really nice value. M43201, that is our hot pick. Closing in on 1,500 of those being ordered, and we are busy on the phones.